shed some light on the history of Internet, a brief introduction. The official use of Internet in Afghanistan happened in 2001 during the government of Taliban. But before that, in the early governments, in the early years of the rule of the government of Taliban, Internet, the usage of Internet was banned by Taliban. But still, there were some underground users which used the telephone lines coming from Pakistan. And among those people were some of the Kabul University professors today. After the year 2001, because of the lack of the fiber connectivity and cables, the mobile sector had a significant development in this area, which today the mobiles, there are about 25 million mobile subscribers, which composes the 80% of the total 34 million population. And among these 25 million subscribers, the internet penetration is still really low. In the year 2003, the internet penetration was about 0.3%. And today, with the internet penetration of between 14 and 20% of the population. So let's head to the topic. Two projects that were funded by international donors. The first one is virtual Silk High Road, and the second one is the creation of Afghanistan Research and Educational Network. This is a picture that I have used from the NATO report on the Silk project. The basic concept was to create an international link between Europe and Asia. So the name given to this project is actually the name of the ancient trade route between Europe and Asia in the early years of the Silk Highway. The plan was to provide high-speed internet connection to the universities and academic institutions in Central Asia and Caucasus via satellite. And this project eventually found its way to the university at first. The actual project was launched in 2010, but in the basic steps in the year 2004 and 2006, there was an agreement between NATO and the government of Afghanistan to create a fiber optic link in the campus, a fiber optic network in the campus of Kabul University for the only purpose of internet connection. And this project was completed in the mid-year of 2007. And eventually it extended its connectivity to another 14 professional provincial universities between 2009 and 2011. The year 2010 is the actual time and date that this virtual Afghanistan Silk project was launched. The goal was to connect all of the universities together. And it was a 3-year project, which was extended for another 2 years in 2013 at the NATO summit in Geneva, I think. International donors accepted to provide funding to the project. The first donor was the NATO program Science for Peace and Security, and the second one, the U.S. Department of State. And there was also an agreement that after the year 2015, the funding will be provided by a European Commission funded program. The Silk Afghanistan 2.0, which I said that was agreed upon in 2013, but was actually a contract between NATO and an Afghan company called Afghan Telecom. And the main thing was to provide a high-speed fiber link between educational networks of Asia and Europe. And also there was another thing that some of the universities were not connected by the fiber States Department of States Department of America too. TAIN-4, which is the Trans-Asia Information Network, and they also provided the opportunity for the Afghan institutions for the request for network infrastructure grants and training assistance. And since then, 20 NIGs have been provided for the institutions, which through those buildings have been cabled and campuses have been connected, and a lot of IT staff has been trained and out of the country, which the recent one was in 2015 in Kyrgyzstan, because there was a conflict between Afghanistan and the NRANs located in Africa. That it's the main name should be according to the CCTLD of the country, Afrin. So because the conflict should have been solved, they chose the name Afrin. Via Afrin, besides internet connectivity, a whole lot of other services were provided, which included the opportunity to have video conferencing with researchers all over the world, universities, and also distance learning capabilities, access to the digital libraries, the virtual laboratories, and the service of voice over IP, and the opportunity for Afghanistan to join bigger educational networks in the region. The first connectivity that was provided to Afrin was by GIANT, which is the European Educational Network. And at the first time that the connectivity was made, the self-project Afghanistan's network's bandwidth was actually doubled from 75 megabits per second to 155 megabits per second. And right now, the internet traffic between Afrin and the GIANT Vienna hub is solely based on a terrestrial fiber optic connection. And by the connection to the GIANT, an estimated 70,000 of Afghan academia, including students and researchers, were connected to the users of 50 million users of GIANT at around 10,000 institutions across Europe. And after the year 2013, when the second part of the SEC project was launched, there was a new agreement to hand over this project to a European Commission funding program, which at the time was TAIN. And the TAIN project currently is managed by a Korean governmental-based company called TAIN CC, based in Seoul. And by also joining the TAIN project, Afghanistan also gained access to a lot of expertise, support, and technical knowledge, and also the training opportunities and collaboration provided by the world's largest educational network in the region. And the plan was to provide a direct link between Afrin and TAIN, and to raise the bandwidth capabilities of this research network. As before that I came to Turkey, the procedure was underway to raise the bandwidth from 155 megabits. There was a connection concerned, but all of the university were not covered until mid-years of 2015. And when the new phase of the project was conducted by Afghan Telecom and its Ring fiber optic network, so a lot of other universities were connected. The second milestone was the logical topology, which the concern of using the IPv6. About 32,000 public IPv4 addresses were provided to this project, and they had to plan something to implement or deploy the IPv6 along with these IPv4. But I think there has been no success towards this approach, because as I know, right now there is 650 megabits per second. So there is a lot of traffic, and the research community, the academic community is growing day by day. So we actually are right now facing the bandwidth problem as well. Monitoring and recording. There had to be a monitoring and recording procedure, which was solved by implementing the Nagios server in the Knox Center of Kabul University. And the security and management, and as it states in the regulatory report and the principles of the Adjoining project, that this network cannot be used by those who want to criticize, who want to attack another network. Actually, I mean that it cannot be the base to conduct attacks on on anybody, any individual, any organization, or any other government. And the sustainability, I will talk about this in the next slide. First, funding, self-earning, or actually, I mean that it has to be a project, it has to be a platform that could pay off for itself. So until the time that it can go towards that approach, there has to be continuing funding from the international donors and the government, which is supplied by the yearly budget of the Ministry of Higher Education. Human resource, I think in this area there hasn't been much focus, because right now the whole network is being managed by a group of 5 people, which is one is the NOC manager, and the other are 5 technical technicians. For the Adjoining network, and there, as I said, there are about 5 people working on the project. And infrastructural readiness for this project, proper campus networks and proper network building networks had to be created, and this project has been kind of successful. Not all of the buildings in the campuses have been networked yet, but the procedure is underway. And one of the major problems is power. In Afghanistan, we have a lot of power blackouts. Even during winter, when some of the power stations are bombed, or even all of the people in the living in the capital would not have power for maybe 2 or 3 months. That's the main problem, and that's why it results in a complete power and network blackout. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Hudayfa al-Bustanji from Jordan. I'm coming from a legal background. I was thinking to talk about the dispute resolution for domain name system and the conflict between trademarks and domain names. But actually, in the recent years, in the recent months in Jordan, many cyber crimes have been raised in Jordan. So I changed my presentation to talk about the impact of electronic crimes on the Jordanian national security. Actually, national security is a big challenge for governments and parliaments in our countries. National security issue arises when government tries to protect its citizens from conflicts, wars, diplomacy, etc. Stability and security in my country, which is Jordan, has been affected from the conflict in the Middle East, from wars in Iraq, in Syria, and the conflict between Palestine and Israel. Many Facebook and internet users have published posts regarding the conflicts and the attacks that committed in Jordan by terrorists who coming from these countries to Jordan to attack the public institutions and the police in Jordan. So the Jordanians have published posts, images, and videos to say what is happening on the ground. Many Jordanians, many internet users, I can say, accuses others that you are supporting ISIS and terrorism organizations. And the other category of people who have been accused were defending on themselves by also publishing images, video, and posts to say we aren't terrorists. So public opinion cases in Jordan have arisen because of these posts. I would like to talk about a public opinion case, which is Nahad Hattar case, who's a writer, who was a Christian writer in Jordan. He is a Christian political writer. This guy republished a caricature which contained at that time he made silly of God, of Muslims, of not Muslims especially, the God of ISIS. So Jordanian at that time accused him of inciting Islam, religion, and the thoughts of Muslims. He later on he removed his post on Facebook. I said I didn't want to incite